What up?
How we doing, everybody? We're back. That was a theme tune playing in my head, by the way, that we don't actually have for the show. But if you can appreciate, there was a theme tune for On the Loose. You know what I realise, actually, that I've called On the Loose is because of my love of rallycross. But I also really like drifting, and that doesn't go on loose. But it's tough shit because you've got a loose back end. I mean, you haven't. You've technically got an absolutely ridiculous amount of grip. But we're going to go with that without it sounding like some form
A
of
loose
sexual
back
reference.
end sounds so bad, doesn't it?
It sounds quite like a sexual reference. And I apologise. I don't, really. Actually. Not at all, in fact. Anyway, hello. How are you all? Hope you're doing well. It's getting towards the end of the week. 1 day left of the working week if you do a standard working week.
God, that
guess
makes
what
it
this
sound
weekend is?
so bad for us because now we've got 3 days left.
Yeah, but you know what's great?
What?
I'm not in work tomorrow. As in tomorrow of this recording up on Friday. I am in work tomorrow. Oh, crap. I've just realised I'm supposed to speak to a certain person coming back off holiday on Friday and I'm not there.
Oh, well.
Oh, well, fuck it. All right. Tough titties, isn't it? So, it's coming up. What happened this weekend? Not a lot. I drove up to Scotland. Didn't go to any racing. I really think there was a lot on. But this weekend, we've got things to look forward to. We have the Five Nations British Rallycross Championship. Lydden. We're doing in the dark. So Saturday, there'll be basically you've got 2 rounds, supercars, 1 round of everything else, and no electro. A little bit set up.
What did you even say just then?
I said a little bit sad. I wanted to see the little cute little things again. I say that because I'm developing quite a thing for EV cars. I don't know if it's like some BBD kind of lock-on thing I'm going to have, or if it's an actual interest.
I actually saw there's a Honda E that lives near me.
Is that cute little
it looks like a
car looking thing?
Pretty much.
I showed you that when they first released, and you took the piss out of me, and I thought it was epic.
They do look shit, they're
not.
But
it's like a proper K car. It's awesome.
It's got like a computer screen all along the dash.
What was it?
They look alright, to be fair, in person.
But not that I'm actually going to have one soon because I've got nowhere to charge it. So that's good.
You can just charge it at work. That's fine.
Yeah, they're putting more in, aren't they?
Oh.
Well, when they build the next factory and then next lot of car parks, apparently more going in. So yeah, I kind of like electro because of the future plans for electro, and when they push that, it'll be pretty sick. It's going to be some really good, entertaining racing. Kind of want to go on that. Also, I like the whole sustainability aspects. I'm a closet environmentalist.
Closet environmentalist. That sounds. It's just got so many like innuendos. This.
Possibly. Anyway, getting back. So we have something that I've not pulled up again because I'm not particularly organised. I do apologise.
That's not a surprise, really, is it? What else would we expect from you?
Well, now I'm wondering where I saved it to.
And again, that's.
Hang on.
Can't say I'm surprised.
See,
this is why your videos take so much longer to film than mine because I'm organised.
You're more organised than me, granted, but I wouldn't go that far to say you are.
No, I'm definitely not organised, but I'm definitely more organised.
Chat shit, get banged, as they say.
I used to say that all the time.
That's quite funny coming from you. It makes me like smile. So, does it zoom? It does zoom. There we go. This is the entry list, and
It's
it
quite
is
big,
a
isn't it?
fair old. Flipping! Come on.
You're really struggling, aren't you?
I am,
Just
mate. I'm
technology,
tired.
it's just not for you, is it?
Tired. Technology. A little bit wired, and whatever the rest of that movie quote is that I can't remember. Got in 60 seconds. I'm wired. So anyway, so the entry list. It's a pretty sick entry list, to be fair. Supercar. We've got a decent lineup with that. What's going to be really cool as well, Dom Flitley has a Volvo C30. So it's a new car of his, which is going to be epic. So he did a Subaru Impreza previously, but this is
That'll
going to
be
be
interesting.
yeah, this is going to be a sick bit of kit. He had a
I just had to
Fiesta.
Google to make sure I knew what it was. But
I'll show you a picture.
I thought it was old one, you know, like the big brick thing, but it's not, is it?
No, new one. Yeah,
Well,
really.
it's still a big brick compared to a lot of other rallycross cars.
I like the C30s.
I mean, I
like them in general. To be fair, they don't offend me. And then when you make them into a rallycross car with big arches and stuff, I think they look sick.
What goes through your mind that makes you think, oh, that'll be a good rallycross car?
No, there's a few actually in, I want to say, Europe. There's a super national rear-wheel drive one for sale at the minute, but it's 50 grand. So it's a hot. Go away! What are you doing? Ben off, Ben. Jesus Christ, go away. Makes me look like I have friends. God.
Just like looking through rest at list though, you've got like what a Fiesta, yeah, an Evo, yeah,
standard,
couple DS3s, yeah,
yeah,
a WRX Fiesta, yeah, of course, another Fiesta,
yeah.
a C4 and a 206, like yeah, and then just a Volvo C30.
Is that wrong with Volvo? Volvos are big in obviously parts of Scandinavia, and they're even for Europe, they've got some serious bits of kit. Will you piss off, Ben? Don't piss off. You're all right, but still. But it's going to be really cool. So the supercars are going to be racing in the night as well on Saturday. I'm going to be down there. Don't know if I'll be down for both days. Probably just a Saturday. But really looking forward to it. So you've got Ollie O'Donovan leading by, I want to say, about 10 points. And he hasn't actually won a round, but it's just been the sheer consistency, really, through qualifications, semis, finals, and not getting too many penalty points against him.
It's good, really.
So Vittles has been doing very well, but he really suffered in the last round. Why is my camera not available? This is disgusting behaviour.
Not available.
Well, it's probably because of I think I'm back. I wiggled some wires. That's how technical guru I am, people. There's me who actually likes electronics. So yeah, but Vittles had a very bad, last round, where he only managed to make one qualifying run and therefore wasn't eligible for semi-final points. So he's currently sitting, I want to say, fourth, even though his pace is championship winning pace. I think Godfrey's in second. So never right off Godfrey. But yeah, Jack Vaughan's back in a Peugeot 208, which is really cool. I think did Vaughan see previously in Fiestas, and I think it's Jack Vaughan whose Fiesta is now what Andrew
Jordan.
Yes, has. Which I think he's going to be racing next year.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I wonder when he's
Downers, I think, going to be into some next year. Hopefully, it will, because it'll be really cool to see him come back to that. But yeah, Super National. Interesting to see Magic's in there for Saxo. Which
is that how you pronounce his name?
It's just what you call him. Probably not. This is his nickname. He does he races in BTRDA. production.
Mm-hmm.
I do know he's got a very, very tasty saxo. But, we've got a nice little mix of cars here. Lee, obviously, we're LKRX fans. I don't think I told you this. Lee's currently having issues with said car.
No, that's not a surprise.
It's not. They did find some. I don't know how much of the kind of ones out, but they did find some issues from some previous work on it, which actually caused the problems he was having with the ECU and with the engine.
Right at the
So it
start.
caused the issue basically with the engine cooking and stuff.
Mm.
Fortunately, now people on there have got that. So, Fredling's there, which is great. That beautiful Fiesta page, obviously. So Page is third, I think, in the minute. Realistically, you got the three people in the Super Nationals. You've got Page in third. You've got Slav in the BMW in that, 430, 450 horsepower Beamer. And then you've got Bleasdale out in front. Now, he's obviously at BTID. He was in his new build. He's in the VX220 Turbo. I believe has had a bit of work done. So, yeah, he's going to be, obviously, he's won the overall BTRDA, so he's going to want to try and either extend or keep that lead going. Andy Grant's in his new Corsa, which I've seen out. It's a pretty rapid little thing, actually. He was at Pembrey, BTRDA Pembrey with it. So that'll be cool. And this one's going to be interesting. So Carl Jarvis has done, I want to say production BTRDA, but he's got a new car. Are you ready for this?
Well, it's a Renault Megane.
It is a Renault Megane. That's you. I mean, yeah, because it's a Renault Megane, but it's a 430 horsepower Renault Megane, but that is still front wheel drive from memory.
Oh, I feel like that's not going
to. It's either going to be insane, or it's just going to sit on the start line wheel spinning.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling it's going to be insane.
Probably.
Yeah. It's the fancy bum ones. Did you ever see the one I had? It wasn't a 430 horsepower version.
Oh no, yeah, it's not. I know the Megane. Is it like Trophy or something they do?
Something like that. Yeah, it's a 2-litre turbo engine, isn't it? Yeah. 225, I think, horsepower standard. Yeah. So that's going to be really interesting to see, because it has got that much power, but how can it put that power down is what I'm curious on. And then you've got the likes of Lee there in a more, in a powerful front wheel drive. Obviously, a bit less than that, as long as he sorts his issues out he's having. So I think that would be interesting to see how that battles against it. And then obviously you've got quite a nice mix of cars. Andy Grant's Corsa, for instance,
quite a big field for that, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and Fredling. So there's going to be I think there's going to be a nice battle going on. I still think that you're going to have the main three out front. Despite, say, I'd be surprised if that's up there with them. It might be, because, Lydden is a fast track. Might be. But I think you're going to get some really, really cool racing on that. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. Swift's, decent field. Minis, obviously, decent field. Look, Minis are going to be good racing. Always is Wesley's there, which is happy about.
Good.
Obviously, Darren says he's been doing a lot better this season. Super 1600. News on that, but I'm not going to say that because I don't think it's public knowledge. And the retro, you've got. It's not great news. All I know is Lomax really going for the win for this season. And I think he's leading. Although Nick is back. So he's a Belgian driver.
Mm-hmm.
That KA he has is an absolute mental bit of kit. It's so fast. So that'll be good to see that little battle go on. Retro. I mean, look at the class on the retros, man. It's a really good field.
Yeah, I think they all are, to be fair.
Yeah, they all
Oh,
like Swifties. It's gonna be a great weekend. Obviously, I mean, Tony Lynch. We only had him in Cousins, I think, last round. No, sorry, Terry Moore. Is it Terry Moore and Lynch? I think one of them anyway. It was that last time. So that's going to be a really good field again. Group B, Bradley Sampson's back. He's got some potentially massive news coming next year as well, which is going to be cool. Again, I like how Andy Grant's got to run 2 cars. So he's obviously got his Ford Focus, the X supercar, which is now eligible for Group B 4-wheel drive retro. And also he's got his Corsa. Why not?
I mean, yeah, if you can, why not?
Yeah, exactly. And then Super Retro. I mean, look at that field of Super Retro. It's going to be awesome. You got John Corsani, Strasos. You've got, Vince Bristow in that E36, just like pedaling that around. Dave Ewan's on. So, I mean, I love that Mark III Fiesta with the Evo 6 engine. I mean, I just also think Dave Ewan's a big guy. That Renault 5, it's just going to be great, man. It's going to be cool. I'm going to stop talking about it because I feel like I'm going to keep on talking about it and repeat myself.
I did think that, but I thought I'd just leave you to it.
Cheers, mate. You're nice. You're good like that, aren't you?
Yeah.
So it's going to be cool. I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm definitely going to be there on the Saturday. Don't think I'll be there on the Sunday, and that's just because at the minute, realistically, I've been barely walking for 2 weeks. So I think if I try and do 2 days, it's going to cripple me. Whereas I can at least watch the stuff, I can get the reports wrote up and published, and we can have a nice review of it. And I'll try and speak to some of the drivers or what have you. But yeah, very much looking forward to the Saturday. What other news have we got, Mr. Andrew? What other news have we got? We've got the Nurburgring entries revealed for the Worlds. So this is the end of November. It'll be the final weekend of Worlds. And we've got 14 cars currently lined up. We've obviously got the main
culprits.
Yeah, Christopherson, Hansen, Zabo, Gronholm, Abring, Eid. See if Abring turns up. I kind of want to hear it from him, his exact reasons for last time. I kind of hope it was in protest because fair play to you. But then you've got Markland's back in the Headstrom car. You've got, you ready? You got Dave Jenny, who's had a few years out. So it'll be quick. But your Super 1600, RX3 Super 1600 European winner, Yuri Bolevsky, is going to be there in a Voland Racing S1. From memory, I want to say that's an X EKS Audi, I think. Maybe, could be wrong there. But it'll be really interesting to see how he does from that jump from RX3 up into Supercar. He's been doing quite a bit of testing from the looks of it. I mean, he was rapid in RX3. Nobody could really touch him. O'Donovan's out there, which will be cool. So that's cool. That's going to be good. We'll do a proper build up to that. And the other news that I saw, I don't know if you saw it as well, that Tanak won't be at the WRC Monza, the final rally.
It's a shame.
So Sonin's going to step in for him. So Sonin was M Sport. They parted company, and so he's going to have a drive in the Hyundai. I don't think it really says why or why it's released, but he isn't for whatever reason. Family matters. There you go. So that's fair enough. Sounds a bit shit for him then.
Yeah.
So I hope everything's good there. But yeah, so that'll be interesting. I think it's obviously OJ's going in with a win, isn't he? But your boy Evans probably coming up a close second.
I hope so.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be cool. I think that's it, really.
Yeah,
There was a question I wanted to ask everybody. I wanted to ask you, specifically you,
specifically
because,
me.
well, you see, you're someone who appreciates the epicness and beauty and, quite frankly, awe-inspiring sport that is rallycross. You're
Yes.
also someone who doesn't necessarily follow it very closely. What do you think about city tracks for Worlds?
Could be interesting.
Yeah, I
It's obviously it's all gonna be. Would it though? You'd guess that it's gonna be more tarmac than anything else.
well, we currently build tracks on the F1 circuits.
Yeah, true, true.
You know,
Could be
it's
interesting.
something that's being bandied round. It was something a few pictures ago went out about from the new promoters' ideas for expanding. Now, I think it'll work better than F1 tracks. I'm not mass. I think F1 tracks are good, but I don't think they're perfect.
No, the shit.
Yeah. Old school rallycross tracks you can't get rid of because they are what they are. They're epic.
Yep.
You know, Holly as hell. Obviously, there's
It's a.
issues
It's a.
with lower.
It's a. I think it's probably quite a good way to add more tracks.
Yes, I think it's a good way to add more tracks. You've got at least the world's level anyway going electric.
Which I
And
think is probably why they do it so much in F1 as well.
yes, I think that a city development, you get more fans, you get more revenue, more generation of interest. I think for what rallycross is, that a city circuit could be really good
Yeah.
if it's done right. If it's
Yeah.
done not right, it'll be absolute dog shit, and we might as well just give up on it. Because then you've got people complaining about electric and then complaining about tracks again. So we're done. But I think they could make it really cool. They could really
Yeah.
bring a lot more people in to see it, because at the end of the day, if you watch it, you're gonna get hooked.
Yeah, I think as well, as you say, it's going to bring a lot more fans to the actual event because in theory it should be easier to access.
Yeah.
Than probably a lot of the rallycross tracks are.
No. And I absolutely don't think that you should remove the old school rallycross tracks, because that would be dumb.
No, yeah.
Um,
Which is where they've gone wrong with Formula One.
yeah, I think I got the idea of why IMG did that, but I think personally, anyway, I think the city ones are a better idea than the F1 tracks for them.
Yeah.
I think it brings something into it. But keep your old school feels, your proper drivers tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I wanted to get your thoughts on that, because kind of the position you're in with that, it's an interest. I think you're kind of the exact person that kind of aiming for promotion at. So
yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it?
yeah, I'd like to hear everybody else's as well. Let me know what you think. I'm sure there'll be, it's going to be a big one for or against.
Yeah, definitely.
But got to think about what the sport's going through and it moving forward. It could be very interesting. And technically, it's going electric. FIA's for a more sustainable reason. As we always say, I'm a closet environmentalist. I'm down for that shit. You bring it to a city with more people, you've got better links and transport to get in there. It kind of goes together a little bit. You can see what that aspects of it as well. So that's cool.
Yeah. So we shall end there.
Yeah, man. So if anybody's about in Lydden, give us a shout.
Yeah.
And I don't know, we'll talk some shit for a bit.
Indeed.
See you all later, everybody. Have a
See you later.
wonderful time.
Bye.